Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today's video we're going to be putting all the bolts on this ring gear. I kind of have these ones just sitting here holding it up in place right now. In the last video we took everything apart. As you can see, I got this painted, this black and this like a metallic gunmetal gray. I think it turned out pretty good. Still need to pop the seals out on each side and pop the new ones in. But yeah, I'm probably just going to get started on getting all the bolts in that, getting them all torqued down to spec. And then from there, we'll probably be cleaning up these guys, getting them all painted and ready to go. Maybe get this guy painted. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, so for this, getting the ring gear on here and getting all these 10 bolts secured down, you gotta clean these off really good. You gotta get all the grease and oil off the threads, or else the thread locker that we're gonna be using won't work too well. So we gotta clean those off really good, which those ones I already cleaned. I put these ones in there just to see it, see if it'll work. You know, pulling the ring gear up, just making sure all the holes lined up perfect, and they did. So I'm gonna pull those out, and then we will get started putting the thread locker on and, you know, installing them one by one. Okay, so let's start taking these out. Here we go. So I'm assuming just a little dab of thread locker will do. Oh, that was a lot. This bolt's never coming out. I'll just okay. So now that those are on there, we're just going to go around quick with this and tighten them all up, but then I'm going to torque them to spec. It's very important that you torque these down. If you don't, they could potentially come loose, and as this is all spinning, it would be pretty disastrous to have a loose bolt just in your rear diff. So I'm going to go around quick with the drill, just kind of snug everything up, kind of do a crisscross pattern, and then I'll probably have to take it over to my other table and use the, I've got a torque bar here. I'll torque everything down exactly like the manual says it should be done. I think it's like 90 foot-pounds, so it's pretty tight, but I'll double check before I do it. But yeah, let's do the drill first, and then I'll take it over and do that.
Speed. I am speed. One winner, 42 losers. I eat losers for breakfast. Breakfast? Maybe I should have had breakfast. A little brekkie could be good for me. No, stay focused. Speed. I'm faster than
Alright. Should be plenty tight, and then let's just go take it over and do the torque them down to spec, I should say. Let's do that right now.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we got this back. All these are torqued down to spec. It is, I don't think I mentioned which LSD it is. It's a KAAZ. I think I'm saying that right, KAAZ or KAAZ. 1.5 LSD. And I did do the, oh shoot, I forget what it's called. It's like it's like a special break-in thing process that they do where they smooth everything out so you don't have to do a break-in process, and it's makes the LSD a lot quieter when you're making sharp turns. Typically it'll like click, it'll make this like harsh mechanical clicking sound until it's all broken in. Apparently this cuts down a lot of the noise, so it doesn't really sound like your rear end's all breaking apart when you're trying to park into a parking space. But yeah, I got the manual here. I got another gasket for when I assemble it in there and I put the new cover on. Got these guys. These are the new bearings. So I'm just gonna set these right there. Probably, oh shoot, before I install it, I'm actually going to pop off these seals. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way. Figure out how to pop those in. I think I'm just going to get a socket that's a little bit bigger. I should be able to pop it in pretty easy. So I'm going to go find a socket that's the right size for that, and I will be right back.
Hey! Hey! Oh my God!
Okay, found a socket I think will work. It's a little tricky because they have this little flange here, but I think I'll be able to tap it in. Just gonna use a tiny bit of little assembly grease here. I know I kind of just wiped it all off, but that's just to get contaminants, any dirt or anything that possibly was on the grease on the outside. This will just make it a little bit easier to slide this on. Shoot, practically just push it on. LSD now. Just double check these surfaces are clean. Then we'll put probably a little bit of grease on them too, just to, this is really just to make sure there's no like metal particulates in the grease, and just kind of getting it a little as clean as we can, really. Just so this lasts a long time. All right, so those are the old rings. So we're gonna keep, it's the heavy one, skinny one, and then this, which we're swapping out for the new ones. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna set that right there. Grab a new one of these, set everything on. Right here. Man, I really hope these shims work, because I know you can have, you're supposed to have like a universal shim kit, and so you get the different shims and you find out which ones work for it. They're all different sizes. So I'm hoping I can reuse the ones from that LSD. Because now that I'm thinking about it, if, you know, like the bearings wear down, these might sit just a slight bit closer to the bearing. So these might be a little tight and it might not fit in there, but we are going to try. So set that right there. Okay.
But I'm afraid you'll just have to wait.
I hate waiting.
Okay, so I put these caps on and I tighten these bolts down just to snug everything down where it should sit. And now I'm just going to pull these bolts out and put some thread locker on them. Really not sure. Well, it's better that things don't come loose and rattle around, so I'm just going to dab a little bit of thread locker on it just to be safe. These are big bolts, so if ever I needed to take them off in the future, I could always just heat it up and pop them free. But anyways, yeah, some guys, they're scared to put thread locker on stuff because, you know, what if they got to take it off? Then I really don't want to make it a permanent deal. But really, thread locker just prevents stuff from jiggling free, especially this red stuff. They call it a permanent adhesion, but you can still get stuff off. Not a big deal. Alright, so that's one bolt. Curious if I should go spray these with like a... Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that. I'll be right back. I'm gonna spray these with like a degreaser, brake cleaner type stuff. Crap. Don't want to get these mixed up. Boom, boom, just like that. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little Dab a thread locker on there. Just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna check and see what the torque specs are on these, and I will be right back. Okay, I got all these torqued down to where they should be. So now, I'm probably gonna go paint this guy and clean up these. Yeah, I'll bring those with me. Clean up those. I'm gonna paint. I don't know if this the ABS ring just pops off, but I'll probably just tape around it and paint these black. Gotta clean these up, get all the corrosion off of those, and then we'll paint this guy, which this has a little bit of metallic in the paint on the rear diff. I have a slightly different paint. I'm going to try on this and see if I like it more. If I like it more, I'm probably going to repaint this. If not, then I'll do this color on here as well. But yeah, let me go get those done, and I'll probably just go paint them real quick, and I'll bring them back in here and you guys can see the final result right away instead of having to do a huge time lapse of me doing it all. So I will be right back with all these cleaned up. Okay, we're back from painting these. I really like the color, how this turned out. It was, I think it's called like Storm Gray. It just has a little bit darker and seems like a little more richer gray as opposed to this. I know on camera it probably shows up pretty much the same, but this one's a little bit lighter and a little shinier. This one just seems like a little deeper gray, and I think I'm going to repaint this. So what I'll probably do is once I get this bolted up on here, I'll just take it out and I'll, mask everything up again and reshoot it. Painting these black, and yeah, I think that's going to be it for this video. I think the next video will be, probably get, I'll clean up this surface, and I'm probably going to get some RTV sealant just to put around the edges here. Put the gasket on. I'll probably bolt this on. I do have to mount all this auxiliary hardware. All the bolts coming through here. Hopefully they gave me all of them. Oh yeah, here they are. Yeah, mount all the bolts there. I think those are just plugs. Plug here, plug there. There's like an oil vent cap. Goes right there. I'm not sure what this one is. Maybe you guys could leave something in the comments. Tell me what that is. I'm really not sure. And maybe that's just the fill. I always thought you filled it from the side here, and then once it... That's right? Fill it from the side, and then once it starts dribbling out, that's how you know it's full. Anyways, I'll have to look that up. If not, maybe one of you guys know and you can leave in the comments. Yeah, and then other than that, probably clean up these bolts. I did get a new bolt hardware kit, but I think that's just for like all the subframe stuff. So I'll probably just end up cleaning these up. Maybe put them in an ultrasonic cleaner, get them nice and clean. They're the bolts that hold the end cover on. And yeah, I think that'll make another good video, just getting that all buttoned up. And then after that, I really probably do the axles in the next video too. Probably get this all assembled, final, put together, do the axles. I'm just looking to see, yeah, both retaining clips are in there. I was kind of wondering when I was painting these, I was like, hey, aren't there supposed to be little clips on either side? But they're both in the LSD there. Yeah, but axles, this, and then I guess after that it'd just be the rear knuckles with like the brake assembly and everything. I'm really excited to get the whole rear end just put together right here on the desk. It's gonna look really nice. But But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.